Hi everyone, and welcome to your final maths lesson in year 6. Now I just want to say a massive well done to everyone who has been doing all of the mind maths, all of the home learning, sending in lots of work during these last few weeks. It's been absolutely brilliant to see all of your amazing pieces of work. So well done. I just would like to show you the TT Rockstars leaderboards. And I've got 2 leaderboards today. I've got an overall leaderboard and I've also got the top 5 movers. Okay, so our top 5 movers are here. And we have in 5th place, Sam Ford. In 4th, Declan. In 3rd, Harry B. In 2nd, Natasha. But our top mover from the last week is Jasmine Grant. So well done to you guys. And our overall leaderboard, so this is the scores all added up from weeks and weeks and weeks, and the total amount of correct scores is this. So we have in 5th place Jasmine M, in 4th Gracie, in 3rd TJ, in 2nd Josh, and in 1st, Ruben. Well done, Ruben. Okay, so well done to all of you who've been doing lots of your work. It's been amazing seeing it all. Today's lesson is a little bit different. It's our last lesson, so we're going to do something a bit different to normal. We're going to look at lots of ways that you can learn at home, you can revise things from this year, but also look ahead to your time in the future with maths. Okay, so let's go and have a little look. Okay, so our objective says to recap key skills, and we're going to briefly look back at some of the areas that we've covered in maths, but we're also going to look ahead to the kind of things you're going to need as you move on to high school, and the kind of areas you might want to revise and look at before you start again in the autumn term. So our big picture, as I just mentioned, is that you're all heading off to high school. Some of the key vocabulary for this lesson are curriculum, so the areas that you will study and what you will study. Strategy, so what you will do. Key skills, there are lots of key skills within maths, and that links into the mental maths, as well as the subjects, so that what parts of maths you're going to look at, and the topic. Sometimes it links to a topic or a strand of learning. Growth mindset, we'll need some growth mindset, and we might get stuck today, but we'll have a little look. So, what have been the key topics covered this year in maths? And these are in quite general terms, so I'd like you to have a little think about this yourself. Pause the video, think about all the things that you've done this year, and can you put them into kind of a topic, maths-wise? Right, pause the video. Okay, well done. So, under here, I have some of our answers. So let's find out. So, we've covered measurement. We've covered number. We've covered shapes and movement. Nothing else up there. We've covered calculations. We've covered fractions. Oh, there's more. Percentages and ratio. And I'm guessing there's one here. And we have handled data. So those are the main areas that we have covered in year 6, but they're mainly key stage 2. Okay, so well done. So you can find out more about each of these topics on the BBC Bitesize Key Stage 2 Maths website. So there are the 6 topics. And I'm going to actually show you what that website looks like and the kind of activities that are on there. So on this webpage, you've got everything to do with maths in Key Stage 2. They're also got their daily lessons, which are quite interesting. But they do run out at the end of July. So have a look at those quickly. These areas though will be here all of the time. So numbers, so things like place value, negative numbers, factors, square and cubes. Moving on to calculations, which are really, really useful. So that's your basic key skills of mental maths. So add and subtract, multiplying, times tables, those basics. Fractions, percentages and ratio. There are a whole lot of activities about each of those. Move on down, there's every part of measurement. So length, mass, area, volume, money, time. Lots of different parts of that one. Also get to shape. So actual just shapes themselves, or looking at nets and symmetry, angles, coordinates. And you also can move on to handling data, which we've looked at recently with line graphs, but there's other different types of data in here. And if you really want to, there's a little video about the history of maths, which is really interesting. Okay. So, this lesson as such will give you some guidance, some activities and even some resources to help with you moving from Key Stage 2, so that's year 6 now, to Key Stage 3, which is year 7 plus. So it's year 7, 8 and 9. Okay, the first one we're going to look at is Twinkle. Now, you just need to sign up to Twinkle. It's completely free. You just basically need an email address to make an account, and then you are given the basic free account. Each of these 3 activities are completely free as long as you sign up. All right, so we're going to have a little look at them. So our first one is just for some times tables. It's for the activity mats. And once we get on here and it loads up, it's got a whole range of different activity mats, like sort of starters, little problem solving. And look, it is completely free to download. So you could download it and you could look through them, or you could print them off. Also, as I said, times table games. So if you want to do something a bit different with your times tables, on this website, they've got some times table games, again, which you could play on your own. You could play with family members. There's lots of amazing things. And again, it's completely free. And there's even more free ones over here if you want to go and have a look at lots of other ones once you've signed up. We've also got a pack which actually covers your transition from year 6 to year 7, which is quite interesting, I found. This covers parts of maths, it also covers parts of literacy and lots of other areas, okay? It's a big activity pack of lots of interesting things. And again, it's completely free, and it's just something that might help you revise or help you get yourself ready for the autumn term. So as I said, that was Twinkle. It's completely free. Our next one is a website called Enrich. Now, Enrich has been going for quite a while. They have some great activities. They do lots of research as well, so they go and find out which activities work really well with children. And Enrich is where I have chosen some of the investigations we've done from. So I've put the 2 kind of links here where we've got primary, so you can go and look at all the primary activities, but also the secondary. And these will be on the newsletter that you can go and have a little explore for yourself. There's loads of interesting bits on there. The next one I want to show you is the Oak National Academy. Now, this was set up by teachers and the government just before lockdown, actually, to help people study at home and to learn at home, but also support your learning in school. They have interactive lessons and activities. There's loads of really interesting bits on there. You can use it to look back through your year 6 knowledge or look ahead to year 7. So I've put the 2 different links. We've got year 6 here, so we'll have a look at this one. And again, all of these are completely free. They have videos, they have lots of things. And they're split up into the same sort of areas. Fractions. And if you keep going down, we've got things like angles and lengths and shape, and decimals and measures. There is loads and loads of bits on here. So you might want to find something you really enjoy. It could be something that you find really tricky. There's lots and lots on there. And this is same goes for the year 7 part as well. So I click on the year 7 one. And this one as well has got lots of bits. You might want to have a little look ahead at what you might be doing. And you might want to try and get a little head start. And you'll see that a lot of it is very, very similar to what you've done in year 6. It's just extending you on a tiny bit further. So those key skills are still going to be really important. Okay, so it's the same sort of things. Fractions, equations, some ratio, percentages again, factors, shapes, rotation, lots of things that you would have already kind of come across. Okay, so that's the Oak National Academy. Right, we're flipping back to BBC Bite Size because I wanted to put this separately, but they have a really amazing section all about starting secondary school. It's not really maths based, but it will help you be in that growth mindset, in that positive mindset when you start secondary school. And there's another section here we're going to talk about after to do with some interesting videos. So I just wanted to show you this because it was really, really interesting and I've enjoyed looking at some of the bits on it. So as I said, this is a brilliant little tool. It's full of videos and information all about starting secondary school. There's some advice. It's got people who actual teachers and lots of top tips. And it's just something that might help you with your transition, okay, to secondary school. Also on Bite Size, as I said, there is a different section to do with maths. And these have got some really interesting bits just for something a bit different, to be honest. So these have some videos by a person called Mr. P. He's really brilliant. He's got some great videos out on Facebook and on YouTube at the moment. He does some excellent things with maths and ICT. So there's lots of different videos in there. Some of them link to CBBC and other things. There's a kind of story mode one here. The one I really enjoyed was there's something called Eco Maths, and we're going to go on it quickly. And Eco Maths has got lots of things to do with real world, so that problem solving kind of idea and growth mindset, and lots of things to do with how we can change the world for better using maths. So recycling, changing food waste, wasting energy, lots of amazing little videos on there. If we go back, then we've also got something which is quite interesting. So a little maths quiz. There's lots of different quizzes on there, and it'll just test your mental maths and brush up some of your skills over the summer. So again, and there's lots of other little bits on here, and you can explore from this point and find other parts of the website that you might enjoy as well. There's lots of things out there. So as I said, that was BBC Bite Size, an extra part of it, which is just really interesting and might be helpful for some of you. Now, I've had a little look at maths at your high school. So each high school that you're going to, I've gone and had a little look on their website and found the page that links to their curriculum or their area of maths as best we can. So we're going to have a little look at some of these. Okay, now they're not in any order, just put them on randomly, but the first one I've got at the top is Baxter. And as you can see from the internet site, it says Key Stage 3. So let's have a little look at what we've got on here. And on this page, it talks all about the Key Stage 3 curriculum and talk about all the subjects. So you can go from here and you can get to the maths page, and it gives you the chance to download a document all about maths at Baxter. So there's lots of bits there. You can also go back on their page and they've got lots of other things going on here, and you can find out lots of other bits about the year 7. There's loads of amazing things on there. Okay. Next one, we've got Wolverley. Now let's click on this one. Wolverley has got lots of different areas, but this is the maths section. So there's a bit of information. They've got a maths overview, what you might actually study in maths. And there is some more information on their webpage. If you go on their menu and have a little look around, you can go to different parts. Okay, there's a bit about Key Stage 3. So lots to explore on their website. Next, we have Stourport. So let's have a little look on this one. Now, this one has got things about years 7 and 8, the kind of things that you're going to come across, the timetable, how you transition. There's a booklet all about your curriculum down here that you might want to download. There's lots of really interesting bits on there. And again, it's something that just might come in handy if you're not sure about what's going on or you want to find out a little bit more before you get there. Next one, we've got Holy Trinity. Now, this part gives you their curriculum and information all about their curriculum, and you can download different documents again. It's also got a bit at the top for induction, which you can go on as well. Talks about what happens when you start year 7. There's little videos, there's loads of things you can download if you need. And again, there's lots to explore on this one. King Charles is next. Now again, this is the curriculum. This is the Key Stage 3 part. And it talks about the things that you might study and how it might work and the kind of expectations and things like that. Again, it was interesting to explore on their website. There are lots of other little bits to have a look at on there. We've also got Bewdley as well. So this one, again, this is the maths overview, and it goes through, you can even go straight to the year 7 one. You can have a look at year 8 if you're feeling really brave, and lots of other bits and bobs as you go all the way through school if you wanted to. They as well have got other bits at the top. You can go and explore about the actual school. So as I said, there's lots of information out there, guys. Go and find what you want about your school. It's there for you. And if you're not sure, go on their page and there's always a button for contact. Okay, always a way to get in touch with them. So, your LO, so your turn today, is a little bit different. I would like you to recap some of your key skills by doing some of these things. So, Chili 1. Find and use at least one new maths resource to practice your key skills over the summer. So that could be going to Twinkle and downloading one of those activity mats. It could be practicing times tables using a game. It could be Bite Size. It could be the National Academy. There are so many ones I've shown you. It could be your own one. But keep practicing your key skills over the summer. Things like times tables are really, really important. Chili 2, push yourself on a bit. Use some of those links. To observe and identify what the curriculum is like at your new school. So go on your school's page and go and find out what is going on. Have a look at what you're going to study. The majority of them that I've looked through in the first term is mainly number and calculations. So again, going through your times tables and those key skills, go back through some of the videos you've done in French here on YouTube. They're still going to be there. And revise some of those important skills because they will serve you so well when you get there. Chili 3, I would like everyone to do Chili 3. It's just reflect on your amazing time at French, have fun with maths in the future, and look forward to your new adventures. Maths is so interesting and can be so much fun. Okay, the vocab is still there from our lesson, but go and have a go at these, please. It'd be really, really great. Well done for following along with all those links for the lesson. I would love it if you could go back and have a look at them. As I said in Chile, go and find something new for yourself. Go and find something you can use that will help you over the summer and in the future. Things like your mental maths and your times tables are so, so important. And as I said earlier, in the first sort of term, in the autumn, lots of the work you'll be doing is number and calculation. So again, those really key skills and those mental math skills will stand you in great stead, okay? Well done for all of your work. It's been amazing teaching you. I've absolutely loved being able to show you lots of little bits of maths, and I wish you all of the best in the future, whatever you do. Take care.